Hey, hello guys, and thank you so much for coming to another one of my videos. Today I am actually going to play Benny for you. This is a champion that I have already played in the past so many times, and the reason why I personally wanted to upload this fight, it is just because of the match that I had. I thought the other person was very skilled, and it was overall a very good match. Therefore, I decided to upload it. Now, one of the things that we have to keep in mind is that I do need to get close to the enemy to be able to deal the most of my damage, right? Because my damage is not gonna be coming. Okay, how can I tell you this? I am a melee fighter. I am a melee mid-range fighter, and the enemy is an archer. The archer has the ability to make us slow, has a very good ultimate which allows him to get 300% attack speed, and it also has a second ability or a third ability which allows him to generate a blizzard or a big ass area of effect that pushes you away. So we're gonna have to keep our distance, and whenever we know that the enemy's shield is down, that's when we want to engage, because most of the time the enemy will be able to just push us away and just act like nothing happened, right? Because they're gonna be able to do such a thing. Now, sadly, the enemy, it is going to be dealing a lot of damage to me. So one of the items that I will get in this match, it is going to be Royal Shield. The reason why I decided to get Royal Shield, it is because it's going to work against the ultimate and is going to make the enemy slow. That is something that I need so I can get closer. Items are gonna give me mobility. It's gonna be Power of the Gods. I will also get Death Chase Hammer, and I will get agility shoes. I want to be as fast as possible, because the enemy, again, since they're gonna be able to keep such a great distance, it's just gonna be stupid not to get any mobility, because we don't want to be slow, and on top of that have his slows applied to us. That's gonna be just crazy. Therefore, we're gonna get a lot of mobility, and believe me, it is going to make a big ass difference. Now, the way that I think that the Royal Shield passive is going to be working, I am assuming that the overall reduction is not going to stack, of course, that I do know. But the thing that you have to know is that every time that the enemy is hitting us, the debuff will be reapplied. It's not going to be stacked, it will be reapplied. Therefore, most of the time the enemy is going to be slowed and it's going to have their attack speed reduced. Now, since they have the ability to just go to 300 attack speed, the reduction is going to be even greater, because we're going to be able to reduce the overall attack speed that he has. So that's going to be always a good thing. Now, you may and will see me playing in some scenarios passive, because there are many things why you want to do that. One, first of all, the enemy has the upper hand. Okay, so that you have to know. The enemy has very good damage, the range, he can keep distance very well. As you can see, every time that he attacks, he keeps distance, which is a pretty good thing to do. The only badass thing that I have is that I can also, as you can see there, he keeps a lot of distance, and I died there. So because of this, that we're gonna be extra careful, we're gonna be paying more attention to whatever is going on, and we're gonna be able to pull this fight off. To be honest, when I saw the matchup and the fact that I do need to aim my first ability, I thought that I was going to lose. Well, I shouldn't give you spoilers, but it was just overall a really good match. And as you can see, there will be many scenarios in which the damage I receive is just crazy, and there will also be many scenarios in which I can kind of protect myself from a lot of damage, and there are other times in which I just need to be extra careful. Like right here, I just need to go back and heal, because the enemy is going to be having lifesteal. Therefore, they're going to be able to stay on the lane even longer. And another thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that the enemy runs low on mana, because the enemy is spamming his abilities, and we just want to make sure that those abilities consume as much mana as it can. Okay, right there, even though I wasted my ultimate, I just needed to apply or do some damage in the enemy, because if you think about it, guys, I am actually not doing a lot of damage. And because I can't aim my abilities, what I wanted to do here, I wanted to aim my dash, my first ability, actually to the bushes. But since you guys know that I can't aim abilities, it's very difficult for me to do. But right here, I think we can get a kill or revenge. Yep, yep. I can't aim the abilities, but baby, there you go. Okay, so we were able to get revenge. Now, we need to be extra careful because we know that the enemy is just keeping as much distance as they can. Now, right here, I wanted to get Synergy Blade, also Dead Cheese Hammer, and then the armor that I got. I don't know the name of the armor, but it's going to reduce the attack speed of the enemy by 15%. So we want that, because again, it's going to reduce the overall attack speed. So whenever they get the buff of 300%, we're going to reduce that 300% by 15%. It's 15% overall, so it should be 45% attack speed. So yeah, we should be able to have some reduction. And as you level up Royal Shield, the reduction is going to be even greater. Now, right now, we just want to grow a little bit because having Royal Shield is going to be playing a big role. The reason why I decided to go for Dead Chase Hammer and also Synergy Blade is because I needed extra mana. I wanted to be able to also stay here longer, since I'm not going to build lifesteal. I actually don't build lifesteal in this champion. The way that I do get more sustain is just get more mana, more HP, and I just try to manage it a little bit better. And the way I heal is I burn the enemy, and my abilities, whenever they hit an ignited enemy, they heal me by 8%. So that's very good, guys. Just keep that in mind as well, because there are many scenarios in which I will be able to regain HP, and just because of that. And the mobility that I have is pretty good, so that's gonna be also another good thing. Now, as you can see, the enemy they just pretty much use a shield every time that I get close, so it's good to do some engagements. Right now, I don't have my passive, but there are specific scenarios in just fuck this, and which specific scenarios where you have to be aggressive. Even though my passive is not ready, we have to still try to fight as if it was. Because just because we don't have the passive ready, it just doesn't mean that we're not gonna attack. There are many players that I've seen that whenever they use Venue, they don't attack unless they have their passive, which is a very good let's say passive way to play. It's a very cautious way to play, I guess. But again, I will also do that. I will also keep that in mind, because in some scenarios I will actually wait for my passive, just because I need to have that passive available in case something goes wrong. Now, I'm not able to destroy the enemy, okay? It's gonna be very difficult for me to just burst the enemy down. The only thing that I can do is use my second ability, use my ultimate, which will deal a lot of damage, but most of the time they're just gonna use the shield, so it's gonna push me away. The good thing about it is that we can actually close the gap yet again by using our first ability, because it's a small dash, but it's just enough. It has the necessary range for me to be able to. Oh, what the fuck? We have the necessary range to be able to attack. And right here, my phone doesn't work properly to aim, so the way that this fight went is not as I wanted to. Like right there, I wanted to dash through the bushes so I could hit the enemy and then just target the enemy again and just punch him. Because it doesn't work, I went inside of the tower, which is not a thing that you want to do. And in many other scenarios, you're gonna be able to see me use the abilities in the wrong direction, and that is just because, oh shit. Now, this is the reason why I keep Royal Shield, because I was able to reduce the enemy's movement speed. I was able to run away, and also I have agility shoes, and I do have power of the gods, so the movement speed that I have is gonna be even greater. And as you can see, he just uses that shield to be aggressive, which is a good thing. I actually haven't seen many people do that, but since the shield is down, we can actually take that to our advantage, because we can pretty much attack in between those frames. There are many things that you have to keep in mind. I know the abilities that he has, like right there, I was not able to attack the enemy just because they were able to just push me away when I used my ultimate. I could not hit the enemy, so that's gonna be a thing. Now right here, as you can see, and they have the ultimate ready pretty much. I'm sorry, they have shit. The shield is ready almost every time that I engage. So that's another thing. I also don't know what kind of gems they have, because from what I can see, they have full platinum gems. So that's gonna be a thing. Let's see. Oh baby, Executioner. Okay, with Executioner we're gonna do way better. One of the things is that it's gonna provide me cooldown reduction. It's 10%. I do carry 15% on my gems, so that's gonna take me to 25%, which is always a good thing, especially because of the ultimate. It has a very high cooldown, and that's the thing that we don't want to take advantage of. That we want to take advantage. We want to get as much cooldown reduction as we can. Now right there, I actually did not want to use my ultimate, but since the phone doesn't work properly, I wanted to use it in case he decided to get even closer. But he actually, I don't know if he went for the attack potion or what did he do, because he didn't get close to me. But I wasted the ultimate. Oh yeah, so Executioner is gonna give me extra HP, and is going to give me some penetration in the passive, which reduces the armor of the enemy, which is always a good thing. It's just overall, all the items that I have are actually what I need right now to be able to make really good engagements, especially because we want to have extra HP, and we want to be faster than the enemy, because the enemy has the ability to make us slow. So that's not a thing that we want to always do. Now right now, I was just taking care of my passive. It has been procced, so I can be a little bit more aggressive, and I can of course heal. Now there are some scenarios in which you want to just keep in mind. Oh fuck. Okay, I was able to make the enemy slow. I should have used it. Okay, I think I can do it here. Now the thing is, here I was expecting for my second ability to hit. It didn't hit, so I didn't get heal. So I was not able to heal as many times as I wanted here. I think it would have been better, but we can do this. There you go, baby. Okay, again, the reason why I wanted to upload this match is because I honestly think it was a very good match, and I did enjoy it. As you can see, he was being very aggressive. At the end, he did surrender. Maybe I don't know why, but as you can see,